Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic, with my first proper video upload of the new year. Of course, it's Monday. Question of the week is gone, but instead we have, well, that happened, which is basically me looking back at the news of the previous week, picking out a story or an event that happened that interested me the most and what I felt I could talk about. Now, for me, that means looking at the last week, pretty much, of 2014, which is an odd week in the comic book reader calendar. For one reason, it was one of those 5-week months, and of course, Comic Book Day landed on New Year's Eve. So there wasn't many comics that were actually published out that week. Or so you would imagine. Marvel managed to sneak one last issue 1 for 2014 into the mix. Written by Mark Waid and drawn by Carlos Pacheco. It is, of course, S.H.I.E.L.D. And that's fine and all well. A new issue 1 from Marvel, we see them at least once a month. But the odd, or rather irritating thing for me with this was, it came with 11 different variant covers, and I'll be putting pictures of them up somewhere along the way so you can have a look at the alternative covers. They range from your basic standard scenes. There's some particularly lazy ones. Of course, there's your blank variant and a kind of TV shot of 2 of the characters from the TV show. Of course, there's the ubiquitous Scotty Young cover. I'm not dismissing the guy. I think he's a great artist, but I am incredibly bored of the one-line joke now, where he basically infantilizes, you know, a comic book character and puts them in a silly, funny setting. The joke is old now. Get over it, move on. It's a one-hit joke, which was funny years ago, but now do something different. But that's not really what I want to talk about. It is the amount of variant covers. My first issue with this is that really the old adage, never judge a book by its cover, certainly means a lot here. I've no idea, unless I actually went out and read what this book was about, just based on the covers. What is this book? Is it part of the TV show? Is it a Deadpool book? Because there's plenty of Deadpool on there. Is it a superhero team-up book? There's plenty of shots with lots of different kind of amalgamations of different characters working together, or so it would seem. I have no idea what this book is about. But obviously my second point is the amount of variant covers. Really, does Marvel not remember the 90s? You know, the holographic, glow-in-the-dark, interlocking, chrome, die-cut, fold cut, and of course the poly-bagged comics that proliferated the 90s, which imploded, exploded, almost killed Marvel. They filed for bankruptcy kind of the middle 90s. But I guess Marvel don't care anymore because, oh yes, there's all that lovely movie money coming in. Those millions and trillions and zillions of dollars they're making off that. They can do whatever they like with the comic books. It's not going to really matter that much. And while I was prepping this video, a thought did occur to me to make these variants a little bit more interesting, a little bit more worth having, because at the moment I don't see the worth in having them. It is one piece of paper with a different picture on it. It's not as if anything inside is different. It's the same story. It's written by the same person. It's drawn by the same person. And that's where I just suddenly thought, well, make these worthwhile by actually having the person who drew the front of the comic book actually do the artwork inside as well. And that would give it a bit more kind of rarity, something that, you know, you might actually want. And so I guess I just don't understand why people buy these, and in a kind of way, even though it's not question of the week anymore, I'd just like to know what your opinions of variant comic books are. I mean, did any of you buy all of these, or did you just pick out certain artists you like? Are you one of those kind of die-hard completists that must have every single issue, whether it be a variant copy or not, to add to your collection? Or are you more kind of financially savvy and want to make an investment in these books, whether it is in the long term, you're hoping this will accrue in value over 5-10 years, or are you going to try and make a quick buck off it on eBay and put it up there for auction and hopefully at least make what you paid for it, and maybe a little bit more besides? So variant covers, I don't get them. I don't buy them unless, you know, they're like in a 50p bargain bin. But apart from that, please, someone explain to me. And that's my first well, that happened video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be a little bit more upfront and with my views and opinions on these videos, but of course it just depends what happened in the previous week. Hope you enjoyed it. If this is your first time here, this is a brand new segment to my channel, so hit the subscribe button so you get to find out what other videos are coming in the week and in the coming months. Give this video a big thumbs up, and of course let me know all your thoughts and views and opinions on variant comics in the comment section down below. So until next week, take care, bye bye.